Some very encouraging news. Today, we only have 3 new cases. 1 is hotel quarantine. 2 are community acquired, but they are linked to the PA nurse.
Bringing one of the 2 Queensland clusters to 11 cases. The state recording a record number of tests in the past 24 hours.
If we see very good testing rates across Queensland and we don't see any unlinked community transmission, the signs for Easter are looking positive.
But New South Wales is now on high alert after the Queensland Hens Party cluster spread across the border.
New South Wales has had 1 case of community transmission. The person did attend at the same time at the same venue of the Hens Party.
Residents of Byron, Ballina, Tweed and Lismore Shires are being urged to stay put this Easter.
It is our very strong preference that if you live in any of those 4 local government areas, that you don't travel outside those local government areas.
With a return to some restrictions.
We want you to limit the number of people that come to your home to 30. All venues will resort to the 4 square metre rule, and make sure you wear masks until at least the end of Easter.
And due to the community transmission, the Byron Bay Bluesfest, which was set to start tomorrow, has been cancelled. Organisers were expecting around 15,000 blues-loving folk to attend per day.
It's spewing. I was going to show Mum and Dad what Bluesfest is all about.
As this unfolds, a war of words over reports the states are dragging their heels with the vaccine rollout.
An orchestrated attack by Morrison government ministers against the states and territories.
The states have been sitting on their hands. They've been too complacent.
I'm as angry as I have ever been in this 15 months of war against this virus.
Queensland is releasing its vaccine numbers every day. We do not see that from the federal government.
We want to work with the federal government to make that happen, but I will not have untrue statements made publicly about what is a complex system.
And the PM, he's playing peacekeeper.
It's not a race, it's not a competition. I'm not interested in, this state and that state.
While it might not be a race, the clock is ticking down to tomorrow morning when the Queensland Premier will say go or woe on our Easter plans.
So we might do that.
Gosh, it's never a good time for any lockdown, but coming into Easter, the same thing happened when it was coming into Christmas. I think after the year that everyone's had, those weekends, those periods of time almost mean something even more, the chance to be with family and friends, for, the arts to put on the Blues and Roots Festival, all the tourism operators finally, and then just to have it gone again. It's like, just as you anticipate it. And I thought it was interesting on the day that all the cheap flights have been put on offer now. So, the message is, let's go, let's travel, but travel knowing that there's a chance you won't go. But we got to keep doing it. It's hard.
Do we have to keep doing it? Will you keep doing it?
Well, we deliberately planned to travel within our state, locally for Easter.
Oh, right.
So
how long ago did you make that decision?
Very early in the new year.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you just
for this scenario, basically.
Wow. So you kind of got lucky in a perverse way, didn't you?
In a very perverse way.
As long as refunds are all available across
Yeah.
accommodation and flights, because this is not a time for people to be out of pocket.
Yeah.
We're going to have to keep doing it to continue to support all the industries that work around that. But it's hard. It's hard for families and the operators as well.
There's also a great sign of the amount of people got tested in Brisbane today. Like that shows that again, when all the states are faced with this, we all get tested.
Yeah. From expert opinions to in-depth analysis and reporting, the Project YouTube brings you the biggest stories from Australia and around the globe. Hit the subscribe button now for news delivered straight to your feed.